So here we are at Gigonometry at our September gig, and we've just had the pleasure of seeing Kevyn. That's Kevyn, all capital letters. Make sure you remember that. And I'm delighted to welcome Carla.
Hello.
And Sergio.
Yeah.
And Sean. We recognise you from somewhere. Where have we seen him before? More to come later. And finally, last but not least, Jack. I knew that. I just didn't want to let on. I was so good with names. So, Carla, you've been doing the singer-songwriter thing for a number of years. I've seen your name pop up here and there. Now you've got this mob of gentlemen behind you. Tell us the backstory.
I guess I've been singing since only about the last year and a half. I was on The Voice for like 2 weeks, and then I recruited the lads, the handsome men, to play with me. Because I think the songs kind of do a lot of justice with a full band. I think it's a really good experience, and we've had a pretty good success so far. Like, it's been pretty decent. Absolutely,
and you're banging it out on the Telecaster, which is really kind of very rock and roll and stuff. And you also had a nosebleed, and you flew over from London today, so you're just a total rock and roll chick. Are you just meant to be in this business?
I think I'm just a bit of a mess, and I just kind of ended up in it. Yeah, I had a nosebleed on stage, off stage, cut my hand. We smashed 3 pint glasses today. We kind of broke an amp halfway through a show. It's been a bit rock and roll, but yeah, worked out in the end.
I did see for the first time ever a sound man with a brush up there, all right. And I was going, what the hell is going on? He was cleaning up your mess after you had. How did you guys come involved? Sergio, we'll start with you, because you're obviously from abroad. You're the exotic one.
Yeah, I'm from Spain. It was kind of like I met her I don't know, probably 2 years ago, in a restaurant we were working, and then we just started talking about music and everything, and eventually it just came kind of naturally that we just she knew you or something like that, and then eventually we're like, okay, why not? Let's do Let's do something, you know.
Jack shed one day just playing, and then it kind of snowballed from there.
Oh, great! A guy with a shed. You're worth your weight in gold, man. Yeah. I suppose being a drummer, Jack, you kind of have to have a shed, don't you? Because your neighbours don't appreciate it if you're banging out through the bedroom or whatever. And so where he's all based and stuff, Jack?
I'm from Coolock.
Yeah.
Sean's from just up the road then.
Hoth direction, if I remember correctly, Sean, or something like that. Because of course, Sean played with Silent Interlude.
Spain to just rehearse and to play and everything. Such a sacrifice, but it's worth it.
International travellers, these folks. So, Carla, what's next up for you guys? Because we haven't heard much from you as a band thus far, but I think you're about to start making some waves. So, what's next?
Yeah, our first gig together was actually here in the Workman's for a Battle of the Bands, and then our second gig was a semi-final Battle of the Bands. So we've only played 4 shows, probably 5 shows together. We just came second place in Media Fortress's competition, so we got some studio time out of that. So I think that's kind of the next step, is record some stuff and just try play as much as we can, get gig as much as we can over the next few months.
Yeah, absolutely. And Carla, for you, who are your influences? Are we talking the likes of Anna Calvi, and are we talking those kind of torch song female singers, or what?
Oh God, I think I listen to literally everything and everything. If people always say that, but yeah, I kind of grew up listening to Guns N' Roses, and Slash is kind of the reason I wanted to play guitar. But now, I listen to everything. I know as a band, me and Sergio both like a lot of rock music. Sean is very into a lot of folk, and Jack's kind of the same as us. We all have different tastes, but together we kind of it all kind of blends together into one thing. So
absolutely, yeah. And where did the name Kevyn come from? Because somebody was saying to me, I was expecting to see one bloke up there with a guitar. Do you want to tell Jack? Go on. I think it's okay. Anyway,
it's just we all have this mutual friend called Kevyn, and when we were originally playing as a band, we invited him along to join the band. He was like, "Oh yeah, man, definitely want to do it." Ended up cycling around Coolock for 2.5 hours and never showed up to rehearsal. Second time we were supposed to practice, he was like, "Yeah, man, definitely be there." Didn't show up again. Third time, didn't show up again. Then we had a gig, just never came. And so one day we had to pick a name, so we named it after Kevyn, the member who never was. And that's how we became Kevyn.
That is quite brilliant. I'm glad you told us that story. It's a bit like the fans of Kevin Bacon, who can name all the films that Kevin Bacon was in or something as well. So, Sergio, being from Spain, how long have you been here, and what's
in Ireland? 2 years.
Yeah, okay, and pretty much you're working in a restaurant to make Carla, and that's it. It's been just a wonderful fairy tale story ever since, right?
Yeah, basically, yeah. That's basically it.
Yeah, which is great. Well, listen, guys, you give us all great entertainment. You're really blown away by the performance. I think the crowd really loved it, and we think you did too. So thanks a million. We look forward to hearing you all again soon.
Thank you very much.